I'm sure you understand that this beginner's course was extremely concentrated. I'm also aware of the fact that the tempo of these instructions was too high. Now it is up to you to turn this concentrate into a drinkable beverage, so to speak. You have to add water. In our case, the water would be slow repetition, and slow repetition. Furthermore, repetition, repetition, and repetition. We call that practicing. Patient and diligent practicing. You should do that at least half an hour a day. Finally, don't hesitate to ask me any questions you have about these lessons. Nevertheless, let us try to complete our basic picture of cello playing in this 5th lecture. For producing an expressive sound, we need vibrato. Vibrato is very easy on the cello. The motion is easy and everybody is able to perform it. So do not try too hard. Maybe you try first on a table with a piece of paper. Here's our table, here's the paper. You just put your fingers on the paper and move it back and forth. It is no more than that. You notice the counter movement of your upper arm. You just move it back and forth. Do not roll your lower arm. It's like that. Then you go to your fingerboard, put the paper under the strings and do the same thing. Just up and down. That's the basic vibrato motion. You can take your bow and play with it. Even it sounds terrible, don't worry. Then you remove the paper. Do it without paper. And finally, you stand still on one note. Again. I'll show you one exercise. You play maybe a half step. Believe me, it is very easy, so promise me, do not try too hard. It is easier than you think. Now I would like to make a couple of remarks about playing loudly and softly. If you want to play loudly, you have to play with your bow close to the bridge. If you want to play softly, do the opposite, play with the bow over the fingerboard. If you want to play loud, you play close to the bridge. Here, about here, not too close. Softly, you play over the fingerboard. In both cases, you have to adjust pressure and speed of the bow to the sound point. We call that sound point. Where your bow cuts the string, that's a sound point. At the bridge, your bow goes slow and over the fingerboard, your bow goes rather fast. Plus, at the bridge you need more pressure, or I should say better contact. And over the fingerboard you don't need any pressure almost. Maybe close to the bridge you play with more hair too. And over the fingerboard you can play with just one hair. There is one special sound we need sometimes. It is the so-called ponticello sound. You get it when you play close to the bridge but move the bow too fast. But for the regular playing, you have to play slow bow at the bridge. Now, how do we get from the bridge to the fingerboard and back? How do we change the sound point?